As part of the Air Force's Skyborg initiative, a new, unassuming player takes flight, the Gremlins. These compact drones, born from DARPA's visionary Gremlin program, with their sleek profiles and elongated wings, are launched from the belly of a colossal mothership. These Gremlins are designed for more than just a single sortie. After executing their missions with precision, they return to their aerial point of origin, not to rest, but to be rearmed and redeployed. This remarkable capability of mid-air recovery and relaunching, once deemed near impossible, is now a reality, thanks to the ingenuity of programs like Dynetics and the strategic foresight of DARPA. Equipped with an array of payloads, from sensors to electronic warfare systems, they are not just tools of reconnaissance, but also of tactical dominance. As they swarm the skies, they locate and engage their objectives with one last ace up their sleeve. Smaller, but no less impressive. In the annals of military aviation, a new chapter is being written that harkens back to the World War II era when British pilots whispered tales of gremlins, mischievous imps believed to be their protectors. Today, a modern-day endeavor takes flight under the banner of DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, carrying the name Gremlins. For decades, the United States has relied upon mighty manned aircraft to execute critical missions. Yet, lurking in the shadows, adversaries have honed their abilities to detect and engage these aircraft from ever greater distances. As a result, the cost associated with designing, operating, and replacing these all-in-one platforms have soared. But a solution has emerged, sending forth a swarm of small unmanned air systems, or UASs, with coordinated, distributed capabilities. These nimble, cost-effective gremlins could offer U.S. forces the operational flexibility they crave, all while drastically reducing expenditures. The key lies in their reusability, the ability to retrieve them mid-air, a technology that has remained tantalizingly out of reach. Thus was born the Gremlins program, a project inspired by those mythical protectors of British aviators, envisioning groups of UASs launched from a variety of aircraft, from bombers to fighters, all beyond the reach of enemy defenses. After completing their missions, a C-130 transport aircraft swoops in, snatching the Gremlins from the sky. On the ground, dedicated crews prepare them for their next sortie, all with a remarkable 24-hour turnaround time. DARPA's Gremlins program is not content with mere retrieval and relaunching. It envisions mothership aircraft personnel loading new payloads onto these airborne Gremlins, from swarms of smaller drones to potent munitions, before dispatching them on fresh missions. And they are closer than ever before to achieving this. Conceived to demonstrate the possibilities of a recoverable, the X-61 emerges as the embodiment of the dreams of the DARPA Gremlins program. Concept art and computer renderings from DARPA and Dynetics revealed that Gremlins could be initially launched from various platforms, including B-1B bombers. However, the real game-changer lies in the potential use of stealthy launch platforms like the B-21 Raider stealth bomber. Such platforms can penetrate deep into enemy territory, releasing swarms of X-61As, increasing the time these drones spend in hostile areas before returning to safer airspace for recovery. The journey began in 2016 when Dynetics, among a select few, received a Phase 1 contract. The Phase 3 contract in April 2018 heralded Dynetics as the program's victor. Powered by the Williams F-107 turbofan engine, a versatile platform equipped to carry an array of payloads, electro-optical sensors, infrared imagers, electronic warfare systems, and even weapons. Yet the true marvel lay in its recoverability. Designed to be retrieved mid-air by a modified transport airplane, this UAV pushed the boundaries of technology. Its semi-autonomous nature allowed control from the mothership or the ground, with a single operator managing up to 8 X-61As. The Gremlins program introduced a novel concept, limited-life airframes, considerably reducing costs in comparison to conventional long-lasting platforms. It explored launch and recovery techniques, airframe designs, and precision flight control, with a vision of conducting compelling proof-of-concept flight demonstrations. November 2019 witnessed the X-61A's first captive flight aboard a Lockheed C-130A Hercules mothership. 2 months later, the X-61A soared freely. The path to success was not without turbulence, both literal and figurative. Several recovery attempts faced unforeseen challenges due to turbulent conditions, leading to meticulous data analysis and software fine-tuning. By 2021, the project had reached a milestone. In October 2021, a breakthrough was announced as a specially equipped C-130 Hercules cargo plane executed the remarkable feat of mid-air recovery of an X-61A. But this achievement merely scratched the surface of what lies ahead. Dynetics Gremlins program manager Tim Keeter spoke of the considerable challenges that lie ahead. The next step, he asserted, is to prove the capability to recover multiple drones swiftly, reliably, and repeatedly, all in the name of practical, real-world operations. DARPA, in particular, harbors grand ambitions of reaching an operationally relevant rate, aiming to recover not 1 but 4 drones within a mere half hour. Keeter, with the confidence born of success, hailed this recent triumph as a pivotal moment for both the Gremlins program and the realm of unmanned aviation. He foresaw the potential to dramatically expand the military's capacity for distributed airborne operations, a vision that could revolutionize the way warfare is conducted. One tantalizing prospect is the deployment of drone swarms into hostile territory, safeguarding the mothership, while these mechanical sentinels gather intelligence, execute precision targeting, or perform other perilous tasks within the dangerous realms of the skies. Such a strategy could prove invaluable in early conflict scenarios, overwhelming adversaries with sheer numerical superiority. Intriguingly, Keeter hinted at the eventual integration of artificial intelligence, envisioning these gremlins operating autonomously with minimal human oversight. While the program has yet to fully embrace AI, the prospect of multiple sensors working in unison and adapting dynamically to a contested environment beckons toward a future where technology assumes a more autonomous role in military operations. According to Steve Fendley, president of the Unmanned Systems Division at Kratos, the government is significantly augmenting the Gremlins' role. No longer content with single missions, these aerial marvels are now being designed to be rearmed in the air and redeployed, rendering them a fearsome force with unparalleled versatility. DARPA's vision extends further, with the possibility of Gremlins bearing diverse payloads, from sensor packages to electronic warfare jammers and even compact warheads, all operating cohesively in an autonomous, networked swarm. What makes Gremlins truly outstanding is their inherent capacity to overwhelm and disrupt the decision-making processes of adversaries. By deploying drone swarms, it becomes challenging for the enemy to prioritize their responses effectively. This capability holds immense strategic value, particularly in missions aimed at degrading or neutralizing hostile integrated air defense networks. The military's aspiration is nothing short of awe-inspiring: to deploy and retrieve a volley of approximately 20 X-61As, each of which represents an affordable tactical unmanned aerial system capable of enduring several-hour missions. Yet, the Gremlins are not disposable. They are envisioned as recoverable and reusable. What adds an intriguing twist to this narrative is the concept of expandable payloads, including electronic warfare decoys deployed during missions before being retrieved by a mothership aircraft. However, the full extent of their modular capabilities and refueling procedures remain shrouded in secrecy, leaving tantalizing questions about the precise mechanics of this groundbreaking military innovation. Recent developments in the military arena have shown increased interest in air-launched and potentially air-recoverable drone concepts, including advances in swarming technologies and numerous flight tests involving larger unmanned aircraft as launch platforms for smaller drones. Gremlins are just one piece of a larger puzzle. They are envisioned as part of a 3-tiered unmanned aircraft family designed to enhance the capabilities of the U.S. military. The other 2 components, Kratos' UTAP-22 and the XQ-58A Valkyrie, are already making waves in advanced technology efforts, such as the development of loyal wingman drones and fully autonomous unmanned combat air vehicles. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are at the heart of these programs, notably the Air Force's Skyborg initiative, which Kratos actively participates in. Skyborg seeks to create, quote, a computer brain to operate loyal wingman drones and UCAVs, marking a significant leap in autonomous warfare. The program's initial version took flight aboard a UTAP-22 in May. Furthermore, the Air Force already demonstrated the capability to launch smaller drones from within the XQ-58A's internal payload bay.